Hello friends, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to guess the population by country. Guess which population has, if it has more or less. Romania, country that I am from, because I am both from Norway and Romania. But before we start, let's just open maps. Okay, let's see. Let's just, wait a minute, guys. I'm just gonna go Google Maps. Okay, nice. We have this tab opened. I'm starting off with Greenland and Romania. Just look how huge Greenland is, right? It's just huge, but it's hard to... It's not too easy to live there. So look, pretty much, they have so many cities. Wow. Pamiut, Nanortalik, Quakortok. I don't know how. I only know Nuke. That's the only I know. But Romania has a higher population. I'm gonna guess 18,654,000. No, 19 million. Over 19 million. I thought they had less. Interesting. Ecuador has higher? No, that was a quick fail. Let's try again. Kosovo, definitely lower population. Montenegro, low, right? Wow, that's actually surprising. Less, just slightly more than half million people. St. Kitts and Nevis should be even lower. Algeria is way higher, yeah. Yemen was lower. I know they were high though. That's why I was like lower, a bit unsure. San Marino is way lower. Of course, no surprise, because this tiny dot, or almost like a dot, this is San Marino. Yes, indeed, that's San Marino. That small dot. It's very small, of course. So it doesn't have a big population. But Iceland does not have a big population as well. How much is Saudi Arabia? 33 million. 34 almost. I wasn't sure. But Argentina should have higher. Yes, indeed. Hello. Okay. Wow, that's actually quite a lot. It's definitely more than I expected, because Rwanda is right here, They have 14 million people. That surprises me. That actually really does surprise me. Is Kigali really that big, or do they have other cities? I'm not sure. But let's continue. Peru has a higher population. Yeah, 34 million. 20 million more people. Libya is lower, right? Way lower, in fact. Only 7.3 million people. Jordan should be lower. What? No way. It has a bigger population? Wow. That really surprises me, because just a comparison. Look, this big boy right here is this big boy is Libya. This little guy right here is Jordan. And look, just to compare, top 100 biggest countries in the world by area. Okay, so just let's see. Libya is 17th. All right, and then I mean Jordan is way less. Like here's Jordan, 112th, and then Jordan simply comes in. I'm double the size of Libya, like literally. They have almost double the population of Libya. This is crazy. I'm gonna try again. Samoa, higher. That was a quick fail. Again, very quick. Samoa. Benin, definitely higher. Okay, another 14 million. Alright. Norway has lower. Yeah, they have lower. 5.5 million. And just look at this though. Benin, not that big, right? I mean, they do have something, but they look this area, Porto Novo, and just look, it's small compared to Norway, isn't it? And then they have like 3 times the size of Norway. Lesotho is smaller. South Korea is way higher. Yeah, 51.7 million people. They have a lot of population. Peru is lower. Palestine lower. 5.4 million. It's something. Spain is way higher, definitely. Yeah, almost 50 million. Kiribati lower. New Zealand higher. 5.2 million. Guatemala 18 million. Okay, fair enough. Guatemala. I just want to see how big. Yeah, it does have something. But everything else than Guatemala and Villanueva, I did not. What is this? Quetzaltenango, Huehuetenango. Oh my gosh, Mazzatenango. These are Sayaxche. Oh my. Benemerito de las Americas. Okay, that's a bit easier. Jordanencos, I have no idea what these things mean. Puerto Barrios, but like Chiquimula, Esquipulas, like Santa Lucia, Cotzumalguapa. Like they just have these so weird names, but fine. They have a big population. Medium. They have a definitely bigger than I thought. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is obviously Czech Republic higher, 10.7 million people, but lower. It's under 1 million people. No way. This is not possible. It's not possible. What did I say? Fiji? Yeah, look. You see this tiny nation. Fiji, just a few islands, right? This is a Bhutan, which is also a small nation, but fair enough. Maybe it's because of the mountains, but today's not going too well. Vanuatu lower. Hungary, slightly less than 10 million. Sri Lanka, you remember in the last more or less video when I said, I also thought Sri Lanka has a low population, but they have 23 million people. I am just shocked. Oh my. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Look at this teeny tiny nation, alright? The nation Sri Lanka. Not too big in size, as you can see. Alright, and take Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Finland together. That's over 1,000,000 square kilometers. Quite big, right? Yeah, well, that's what I thought as well. But if you combine Norway, Finland, Sweden, and Denmark, they would have population of about, let me just think real quick. Denmark has 5.5 and Norway has 5.5, which would equal 11, and Finland has 5.5, which would equal 16.5, and Sweden has, in total, they have about 27 million people. Not big difference from Sri Lanka. You see? It's quite crazy that Sri Lanka has a bigger population than Romania and Moldova combined. It's just sometimes kind of funny, but it's also mind-blowing. Back to the video now, or the more or less part of the video. South Africa has a big population, and they have where to bring that population from because they're quite big in size as well. Brunei definitely lower, and I remember them from last video, 14 million people. Guinea-Bissau lower, yeah, 2.2 million. Luxembourg is lower. They still have maybe even larger than Montenegro, so they have something at least. They're the size of Oslo. Marshall Islands should be lower, I expect. Yes, indeed. Canada way high, right? 40 million people almost. Honduras should be lower. Yeah, 10.8 million people. And now you have Zimbabwe, which is higher. 60 million people. Ghana is higher. Whew, sheesh, that was close. I almost went lower. But Ghana, 34.4 million people. That's simply crazy. You see this nation right here? This is Ghana. This nation has a population bigger than the entirety of Saudi Arabia. It has a bigger population than Czechia, Austria, and Switzerland combined. Maybe even with Slovakia and Hungary. But that's just maybe. No, I'm not sure, but I don't think so. But these, let's take for example Switzerland and Austria. It's 20 million more than those two countries combined, and smaller in size, I think. It's just crazy. So crazy for me. It's simply crazy. It's not something else than crazy. That's all I can. That's really all I can see. And I fell once more. Liechtenstein has less population than Seychelles. I didn't know that. I wasn't sure. I just guessed that they have less. But let's go to Liechtenstein. Let's zoom into the tiny nation of Liechtenstein, which, oh wow, looks like they have a few cities. They have Vaduz, Schaan, Planken, Nendeln, Eschen, Bender, Mauren, Schanwald, Schellenberg, Rügel, Triesenberg, and Triesen, and then Mals and Balzers, Steg, and Malbon. Wow, so they have some cities as well. I did not know that. I thought they just had Vaduz. Where is Seychelles? Is this? No, it's definitely not the Seychelles. Here it is. Oh yeah, I think I understand it. Yeah, they definitely have more, and wow, they even have an international airport. Wow. Of course it's international, but it's not that big. Yeah, as you can see, but anyways, back to more or less, and let's try again. Some more lower. Martinique, higher. Okay, Bhutan is higher, and they're over the double. China, we finally got a population giant. 1.432 billion people, or more specifically 1,419,321,278, according to more or less. And that really makes sense because it's very big. They have Beijing, Tianjin, Guangzhou, Weifang, Yantai, Shijiazhuang. Is that Shijiazhuang, Zhangjiakou, Datong, Linyi, Taiyan, Jining, Lianyungang, Yancheng, Zhoukou, Zhengzhou, Suchang, Xiangyang, Yucheng, Linfen, Shanyang, Shan, Changzhou, Nanjing, Suzhou, Shanghai, Huangzhou, Hefei, Wuhan, Ningbo, Taizhou, Jinhua, Wenzhou, Changsha, Hengyang, Changde, Xiamen, Zhangzhou, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Maoming, Zhanjiang, Nanning, Kuring, Kunming, Xishuangbana. I can say Chongqing, Chengdu, Lanzhou, Hami, Yinchuan. I can say the cities of China in 1 year, and I won't finish a quarter of them. Like, they just have too many cities. And do you see these roads? Like, roads everywhere, man. They're just, it's huge. Nothing else than huge, and it's very, very mind-blowing. And very confusing to the brain, at least for my brain. It's just loading right now. It's not completely, I'm just gonna go through this real fast. Western Australia has a lower population, 590,506. Nigeria, the biggest country the biggest population in Africa, which is located right here. It's not the biggest in size, though. I think the biggest in size is either the DRC or Algeria. I think Algeria, they're the 10th largest country in the world. And since we have that, let's confirm that. Yes, Algeria is 10th, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo is just behind Algeria. Then it's Kazakhstan. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. But just let's see at least what the list. Wow, the country that occupies the least amount of area in the world is the island of Holy See, and it occupies 0.0000027% of the earth. And since we know that, where is Holy See? Oh, it's the Vatican, of course. It's the Vatican. It's literally inside the city. Like literally, it's a dot. Even if you zoom into Rome, it's still a small little dot. The Vatican City literally has the Basilica Church, and looks like two palaces, and that's another church and another church stuff and statues. But it's really small. Now, France is lower, way lower than Nigeria. Canada is lower than France. Austria is lower than Canada. Israel is higher, right? Yes. By 200,000 people, I got a bit scared there. Look, here is Israel, right here. They have a few cities. They have like Jerusalem. Is it Jerusalem in Palestine? Yeah, it's pretty much in... Nah, I'm not sure. But they have Tel Aviv. Or Tel Aviv Yafo, Haifa. Now back to here. Cambodia had higher. What a relief. Australia has higher. I know that, but not by a lot. Still there. Georgia less, Vatican less. Yep. Maldives definitely higher. Bahrain is higher. Burundi is higher. How many higher will we go? Lesotho is lower. Philippines, okay, another giant or another big country. Let's see. Let's go have a look at the Philippines, which is very big, as you can see. On this Valenzuela, Manila, Imus, Taguig, San Fernando, Baliwag, Mabalacat City, Angeles, San Fernando, San Miguel, Cabanatuan City, Dagupan City, San Carlos City, Bugayon, Burgos, Año Alamino City, Bani, Boliano, Anda, San Jose City, Maria Aurora, like this same thing as China. Just China is a billion times worse. They have a big population, especially for their size. Now, Timor-Leste, or East Timor, has a bigger population. Pakistan, whoa, okay. Pakistan, let me guess. Pakistan has the they have the 5th biggest population in the world. Top 100 biggest countries in the world by population. Let's see. Pakistan indeed is fifth. It is indeed fifth. So, okay. Looks like Nigeria is changing the most in Pakistan. They're growing. Anyways, yeah, Pakistan is at the top. And top 5. And the least populated is, of course, always here, the Vatican City, which has 0.000061% of the world's population. Now, Tunisia is lower. Dominican Republic is lower. And by the way, the first time I get it wrong, we finished this video, guys, because it has been quite long. Bahamas should be lower, right? Yes, South Sudan is higher, way higher. Yeah, 11 million. Lithuania lower. Honduras higher, St. Vincent and Grenadines. Or I'm just gonna go through these real fast, guys. Okay, and then maybe I'll end this video because it's quite long now. Oh, what? Micronesia. Okay, we're done with the video, but before, like, the odds. Where is Micronesia? It's somewhere here. I better. Is this Micronesia? Yes, here it is. This island literally has a bigger population than Brunei. Nah, man, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Mind blowing. But my score is 39, so gold medal. Not the best, but good. And thank you very much for watching, guys. And I will see you in the next video. And thank you for watching. Bye.